What do you think is the biggest secret being kept from mankind? People that are secretly alive, but dead for the public life and vice versa. CIA propaganda manipulation techniques and the extent of their reach. The only reason we know about MK Ultra is because it didn't work. That farther we look in the past, the more we're guessing. The Earth swallows up so much of our history. I'm sure there are many ancient civilizations that will never be discovered because there's nothing left. That most conspiracy theories are actually the conspiracy in of itself. That certain parties are creating crazy conspiracies to confuse the masses between reality and fiction to make them more easily controlled, manipulated. Not so much a secret, but I think there are events that happened in the past we'll never know about that would blow our minds. Same thing for people who were interesting, incredible, unique, super talented, etc. that were never documented. Recording history has always been shoddy at best, especially the further back you go. I bet even if we went back 150 years there would be things that occurred that would be historically incredible, but since they weren't recorded we'll never know about them. True history. I genuinely believe that there have been things discovered in the past that tell a different story of the past and are intentionally hidden. I guess this isn't a secret, but humanity seems to forget quite often. There is next to no privacy in the modern age. If you're reading this, your information, search histories, shopping trends, personal connections, etc. are currently being monitored and sold in the information trade. Facebook does not give a shit about your aunt's pie recipes, but they'll be the first ones to start advertising the ingredients. The location of all these hot singles in my area. The biggest secret being I know of is probably that fat bastard who sneaks into my house at night and takes credit for all of the gifts I'd gotten for everyone. The government doesn't actually care about your grandmother's secret cherry pie recipe. When I was younger, I read a story in the news of a company that had come up with a bacteria that they would put into your mouth. This bacteria was harmless to people, but ate the bacteria that damages our teeth. It would have destroyed the dental industry. For some reason, I never saw it again. How much wealth is making major political decisions rather than democracy? Either that or how much the planet is already fucked from climate change. That with all of the alliances between nations, the trade deals, economic policies, mission statements, enmities, backroom dealings, spy networks, wars, etc. The powerful don't have the amount of control or vision that we like to believe that they have. The big secret is that it's all a lie. The only thing holding civilization together is that the vast majority of people think that even though the powerful are corrupt, they are at least competent to hold civilization together. They are not. 2020 is just a taste of that reality. I don't know, it's a secret from mankind. We've already made alien contact and they want nothing to do with us. Where did Cotton Eye Joe come from? And where did he go? Top 10 questions scientists still can't answer. Emotion regulation not being a subject you have to excel at in school. Where the fuck do all of my masks keep going? It's like fucking socks. The greatest unknown, that the overarching supposition of TV news that the natural state of things is to go well and will do so if the corrupt and the stupid are continually exposed, is the greatest falsehood ever, and that it persists only because corruption and stupidity make obscene amounts of money available to those perpetuating belief in it. The ability of TV news to censor all sustained, deep analysis of its effects on society is the greatest existential threat to liberal democracy. Read Virginia Postrel's works. 2020 really is the series finale. Not really secrets. But we will never solve climate change. Not for lack of technology, simply because humans are unlikely to adopt a new way of doing things in time to stop it. Every major company in the world is deep in debt and their infrastructures are flawed. Which means, if you pull back the curtains far enough, you realize they are all being held together with duct tape and bubblegum. That if Jesus did exist, the church would not accept any actual second coming of the Messiah because they'd then lose their power. That we're loved. It's not really a secret. But most people are made to feel worthless at one time or another. That there exists some concise mathematical expression that fundamentally describes reality. Like, what is the fabric of existence? Old chap. Well now. Good sir. It's R, of course. I'm not sure how to word it. But like, A way of using notation to explain why math and logic and numbers and dimensions exist the way they do. It would probably be some new way of thinking about reality. Undertaker deliberately threw mankind off hell in a cell, and the whole scene was pre-planned by the WWF organizers. Mankind was not told about it. Where the fuck the people replying to this post are buying their drugs? There is no grand conspiracy, or grand plan, or any shadow powerful order. Everything is chaotic and random, and occasionally there are people who are greatly benefited by the chaos, and it's only because of confirmation bias and history being written by the winners that we think there's a thread. At best you have a government conspiracy, but worldwide? Absolutely no chance. And if you don't believe it, try project managing 10+ people and tell them not to tell anyone else. That we do not know it all, and that we will never know it all. Mankind only knows what mankind has been designed to know. Just like the human eye can only see what the human eye is capable of seeing, the eye cannot see what a telescope can see, and it never will. Victoria's. Where the other sock goes.